Good morning, everybody. It's a big Saturday for us. Saturday, February 3rd, 2018 on the Rancho, and a very, 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 very important birthday today, Missy Jen.
Yes, it is.
And I'll let you.
Happy birthday, Joe said. Joe, our bestest friend in Australia.
We have been so blessed over the last year to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful gentleman in our lives from Australia. And I mean gentleman in every sense of the word. I mean, he's head and shoulders above in his whole demeanor. He sent us
Absolutely wonderful.
DVDs
Amazing.
of his gold hunting, and this guy's made the cover of gold magazines and things.
Yes,
he's an
wrote
astounding
stories
person.
for the magazines.
And he loves the princess, and he puts up with me with all of my faults and flaws, and he still is a friend. And Joseph, we love you, and happy, happy, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Joe.
To you.
Much love, hugs and kisses to you, to your birthday.
Let's get to the main event today, and I want to touch on something about trolls and long history and what happens if you've been continuously at war and basically fighting people for years on YouTube. You might reach a point where you feel it gets tiresome and you throw in the towel and you say, hey, I don't want to fight anymore. I want to just start fresh. I want to unban everybody from my chats and let's extend the peace branch and say, let's just start over again. You know, Missy Jen, in theory, that sounds wonderful. And I can tell you in actual fact, you know, I've had a few things where some people have been hurt on my Hangouts, and I've attempted to extend the olive branch and apologize, but it doesn't always, the other person's not required to just immediately say great and stick out their hand and say you're wonderful,
right.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
It doesn't work that way. Things have a long tail on them sometimes and they last a while, but it doesn't mean that you should stop trying. You should stop trying to reach out and do it. But when it comes to Hangouts and somebody like Camper Van Elvis that has been at war for years on Hangouts and things of that nature with trolls, it doesn't work that way. And really, Missy Jen, the bottom line is it's over when the trolls say it's over.
That's
and not
right.
a minute before. You know, it takes two to tango, and like I said, just because you extend the olive branch does not mean that everybody just lays down their arms, dusts themselves off, and says, hey, you know what, that was a great match, and see you around next time. A lot of things get said, and a lot of feelings get hurt. And I can understand if people want some sense of equivalency, Missy Jen, like you hit me really hard, and I'll decide, now that I have you down on the ground, I'll decide when I'm satisfied enough.
Right.
But even then, when you're getting off the ground, I might kick you down and have another go at you. So my best advice for that situation, because I was asked, and it's not particularly about the Camper Van Elvis, but you got to keep forging ahead and trying to take the high road. And over time, actions speak louder than words.
That's right.
It's one thing to say that I don't want this to continue and I'm apologizing to everybody for anything that I've said to anybody in the past. You have to root out specific people, Missy Jen, and say, you know, you either reach out to them with private messages or on an open dialogue on a video or something like that, and you have to reach out to that person. But again, it does not mean that that person has to take that apology. So what do? Do you give up and just drop back to square one, or do you just pull up your big boy pants and say, I'm just gonna have to take the heat until the heat stops?
That's right. Yep, that's what you gotta do. Put on your big boy pants and...
It's not your call. It's not my call. It's the people that have been offended that are going to keep coming at you until they feel that their cup runneth over. I want to call it revenge with, let's just say, a little retribution for things. And I think that that's the reality thing. So things can either diverge one of two ways at this point. You can, as Missy Jen said, you can stay on the high road. Take the heat. Take the heat. And gradually, people may see that this is a genuine new you, and they might think on it a bit and say, okay, all right, we're even. I'm not going to like you, but I'm not going to keep doing saying the things that I'm saying. Or you could drop right back in after one day and say, you know what, I extended the olive branch to you guys, and what did you do? You kicked me in the head. Right back to square one again. So what do we suggest that you do? Take the high road, take your lumps like everybody else, and just try to do things the right way and move forward in a spirit of positivity and getting your life together. Because in actual fact, it ain't over till the trolls say it's over. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And Missy Jen, thanks for being here again this morning.
My pleasure, as always.
And because I voice things doesn't mean that Missy Jen and I don't take a significant amount of time beforehand discussing these things and our best thoughts for our best advice on what's truly a sticky situation here. And neither Jen nor myself want anybody to be harmed or hurt either verbally or physically. But one thing is for sure, if you don't attempt to take the high road continuously, then you're going to be doomed to be in this vicious cycle of a never-ending hell. Happy Saturday, everybody, and thanks so much for watching. See you tonight to hang out. Rosie Murphy channel. Rosie Murphy channel starts 5 p.m. on the West Coast, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, till whenever. Be there and have some fun. Anything goes. Just have a good time. Thanks, everybody.
Come and join us.